this live stream, or I said the goal of this live stream, is gonna take a lot of live streams, of course, but my Charizard, right here, Smokey. This is my first ever Pokemon. I caught this thing like way back, I believe on my birthday in 2007. I'm not sure if I got Leaf Green on my birthday, but I'm just gonna say, for consistency's sake, we're just gonna say I got this Charizard on my birthday. Because usually I got video games on my birthday, so I'm gonna assume I got this. I know it's in 2007, I'm not exactly sure the exact date, but I'm just gonna say my Charizard got the same birthday as. So this Charizard is old. This Charizard is 17 years old, going on 18 years old in September. And so this Pokemon I've had for a long time. It's crazy, right? So I decided a better way to celebrate this Charizard's 18th birthday, becoming an adult Charizard, than to do a live stream or multiple live streams of me taking on the Ribbon Master Challenge. Now, if you don't know what the Ribbon Master Challenge is, it's basically a journey a Pokemon can take from whatever generation it started in and collect all of the ribbons in that game, go on to the next generation, and collect all the ribbons and so forth until it's in the most recent Pokemon game. Now, if you don't know what a ribbon is, let me show you real quick. A ribbon is basically like an achievement. An achievement that attaches to that specific Pokemon and for various things that you do throughout playing the game. So my Charizard, which originated from Pokemon Leaf Green, has the champion ribbon for beating a champion in a Gen 3 game. And this is the only ribbon it has since my Charizard has been in Leaf Green and I never actually transferred it other games. So the goal is to get as all the ribbons I can and then transfer this eventually all the way up to Gen 9 or maybe Gen 10 depending on how long it takes me to do this challenge. And collect all like, I think there's like almost 90 ribbons, so yeah. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it'll be worth it at the end. But we got one huge problem first, which is in Pokemon Emerald, unlike some of the new games, it doesn't have level scaling or level changing, whatever you want to call it. And so in Pokemon Emerald, there's a ribbon that you can only get in the Battle Tower if your Pokemon does the level 50 challenge. But since this doesn't round your level to any levels, people are probably going to wonder first, how in the world am I going to get my Charizard to do that challenge? So I guess that's it, right? Challenge failed? No. Actually, there is a way to change your level of your Pokemon, and it's called ACE, which is Arbitrary Code Execution, which basically allows you to do whatever you want in the game. And this can be done on actual cartridge, and it basically it's a very advanced way of changing things in the game. So I have this other save of Pokemon Emerald where I've already went through the effort of getting a setup for Ace so I can get my Charizard up down to the correct level. Because if we see in this PC, I have this thing, which is just basically a Pokemon that will execute any code that I desire in order to change things in the game. And as you can probably see, the boxes are weird names, right? It's because basically the name of the boxes will change what's gonna happen when I activate the Ace. So basically, what we're gonna do in this live stream is first lower my Charizard's level, and then I'm going to EV train my Charizard, and then we're gonna try to take on as much as we can in the Battle Tower before I stop the live stream. That's basically the goal for this live stream. So first we have to do the Ace setup, which I believe it said put Charizard in box number 2, party slot number 2, which that's what this is. And then I need to open up web page for the codes for the ace generator. Pokemon data alteration. Pokemon level. What would be a good level to set my Charizard for the challenge for Eevee? Because it has to be lower than level 50, of course. I can't go higher than level 50. Maybe level 45? Yeah, I think 45 would be good. I'm gonna set 45. Cute. Okay, gave me a code to type out. So box 1. I've already tested this before with another Pokemon, so I know it works. So let's see. Actually, I think this might be the same. W.OC. Q. Yeah, that's the same. This one is H/Q. That's the same. That's the same. Wait, was that the same? This one, I would have to change to space. Meta at G dot O, lowercase o, and everything else is a space. Okay, and then next box 4K cube. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. F X Z. That's all good. 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 Gotta change this. How many spaces? 6. Okay. So that's the code I have to put in for all the box names. Now all I gotta do is look at this summary and that should activate. Oh, got a certificate. Now if I look at my Charizard, it is now level 45. So yes, this is actually something you can do with your legitimate copy of Pokemon Emerald. You have to look in another video on how to do the ace setup and all that, because it involves like getting a jump it and making it go to level 1 health, and then applying a Pomek Berry to drop its health to 0, and then start doing a bunch of glitches and stuff. But that's not what my videos, my live stream is going to be about. So I already did all that ahead of time. I just wanted to show my Charizard going from level 100 to level 45. And now, I believe that the person said to use the rare candy to make the level permanent, which that's what I'm going to do. Reverse the rare candy. Yeah. That should fix the look at those stats. Okay, that should fix the stats and experience now. But yeah, arbitrary code execution is some pretty OP stuff. So that fixes the issue of my Charizard being level 100. So now it should be able to take on the level 50 challenge. So now what I gotta do is Eevee train it and also get it up to level 50. Well, actually, no. First, I need to trade this, because this is a separate file I have just for Ace, so I keep that different from my normal file. So I'm gonna transfer my Charizard over to my was it Leaf Green? Yeah, I'm gonna have to trade this over to my Leaf Green and then trade it over to my Emerald. What's up, Phantom? How are you doing? Yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. But yeah, Charizard it's now level 46 instead of level 50. And I got an Eevee train this, which I have no clue what the EVs are, since like when I was a kid and played through this game, well, Leaf Green, it probably just got EVs in all different places. I'm probably gonna EV train this to have max speed and special attack. And And then actually I wonder if I should challenge Elite Four. I mean, I already got the ribbon a long time ago, like 17 years ago, but what I should do if I'm gonna make this into a video, if I should challenge the Elite Four at some point. Did I save? I'm pretty sure I saved. Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna have to do some magic to trade this over to my Leaf Green. So you probably won't see that, because that's I have to go and put this save back on my Game Boy Advance cartridge and then trade it over. So put some music back on. Okay. But what have you been up to, Phantom? Hope you've been doing well. What did I put? I got this device called the Game Boy Operator, right? It's a device that allows you to basically hook your Game Boy Advance cartridge up to your PC. So pretty cool. That's how I got the save on my PC. But yeah, I do have the actual cartridge, because like this Charizard, like I said, is 17 years old. And have emulator. Well, I think they did have emulator back then, but like not as good as they are now. Okay, got my cartridge hooked up to my PC. Now I gotta say, yeah, I wanted to show the arbitrary code execution. I know I could have done it before I started the live stream, but I had to show my Charizard going from like where it was, and then I want to show the whole journey, so I had to show the arbitrary code execute. Now, where did I put that save? Okay, there. But yeah, it's crazy when you think about, like, Pokemon is probably the only series. I mean, there might be another one somewhere out there, but like one of the only series where you can take like something from the game, like of the Pokemon, for example, and transfer it to like so many other games to the current series. That you gotta think about it. That's impressive, because I can't tell you how many other game series actually do something like that. With most other game series, it's like, oh, you might have save data from previous game and that might unlock something, but that's it. But like to actually transfer something to another game and to keep it as long as they have been doing this for is actually like really insane. You know, one of these days I gotta get a hand cam. Y'all can see my hand. Because if I had one, I probably could show you guys like my Game Boy Advances right now. I have a Game Boy Micro and a Game Boy Advance. And so right now I'm using the Game Boy Advance link cable trade. Like I said, I got a different save, the Ace save, and then my regular Pokemon Emerald save. And I don't want the regular save getting corrupted, so I have two different saves for Pokemon Emerald. Okay, it's back on my Game Boy. Check my Charizard's level. Yep, still level 46. So let me go to the trade center to trade this back over. My Game Boy Advance. I mean, my Pokemon Leaf Green. Saving. What is this song from? It's like one of the root themes, I think. Or is this one of the city things? Yeah, this is one of the city things. City is it? Oh, also, I got a new custom Game Boy Advance skin. I need to make like a post and put it online on one of my social media channels. It's a pretty cool skin based off my YouTube channel. Has like my VTuber models on it and stuff. Cause my Game Boy Advance, I used to have that Glacier Blue Game Boy Advance, but I guess because of oxidization in the sun and stuff, eventually the gel started going from the Glacier Blue to like a weird looking yellow. And so I was like, you know what? It's time for me to change my Game Boy Advance out and stuff. So I went and got a person who makes custom Game Boy Advance shells. Had them changed to put a skin that's like based off my YouTube channel, and it looks so good. Also got like a new screen for my Game Boy Advance, and it has an LCD screen, so now it has a backlight and stuff instead of just being based off the sunlight. Because if anybody remember playing games way back then, the Game Boy Advance didn't have the backlight on the screen, so you have to rely on the sunlight. And it was just like, anyone ever remember being in a car driving with their parents or something and then trying to use the Game Boy Advance underneath the sunlight to get as much time you can play underneath the screen? I remember that. It was good times. But now the backlight makes everything better. Okay, so transferred the Pokemon over to. Now I'm gonna put this deep green save onto my computer. Yeah, I think maybe on one of my social medias I'll make like a post with the Game Boy Advance game and some shiny Pokemon I've caught recently. I've been having some good luck with shiny Pokemon. Like in Pokemon Go, I found like 2 shiny Pokemon over the last few weeks, and then in Pokemon Emerald, I found 2 shiny Pokemon over the last like month. I'm like, dang, my shiny luck is crazy. And it wasn't like I was RNG manipulating. Like, I found a shiny Ditto and a shiny Aron on my Emerald, full odds, which is crazy because that's the old game, and you know how the old games had way worse odds than the new games. So yeah, that's gotta I gotta start naming my saves better name so I can remember. I think it was this one. Yeah, that one. Save this. Oh yeah, I could just use Pokemon Box. Yeah, I'm gonna use Pokemon Box. That should make sense for. Where's my GameCube controller? And then that way you what I'm doing. There's my GameCube. we go. Add down the wrong audio channel. That is really loud. I gotta lower that. Okay, that should be better. Actually, I might want to lower that a little bit more, huh? Yeah, that should be a lot better. That was so loud. I'm so sorry for anyone who had headphones. That probably killed your ear. Wait, no, or was it playing? No, it is playing the audio. Not showing it on the screen. Alright, I'll get that fixed. There we go. Okay. Pokemon box is showing up there. This should at least allow you guys to see me transferring it from Leaf Green back to my other Emerald hobby. Okay, so almost done with the transferring. Just gotta transfer this from my Leaf Green back to my other copy of Emerald that doesn't have Ace on it. And then I should be able to start EV training and then do the Battle Frontier. Change boxes. There we go. Yep, level 46 Charizard. Put this box. Save. Okay. Alright, now I just gotta put in my Pokemon Emerald. And actually, you know, I really like that animation, like the lightning just going from the Game Boy Advance to the GameCube. Doesn't that animation look pretty nice? Oh. Alright, put Charizard in the party. Save. Save complete. Okay. Transfer of Charizard is complete. Double check that. Make sure I'm saving it in the right file. Be that one. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm like doing this on putting the saves on my computer, it's just for an easier stream setup, really. Because yeah, I do have my Game Boy Advance, but I don't have like a streaming software for my Game Boy Advance. So it'll just be significantly easier just to use my computer. Gotta switch my controllers out now. Okay. Should be able to stop with that now. Which to go over. Oh, you guys can see everything now, right? Yeah. Alright, so step 1 complete. My Charizard is now on my Pokemon Emerald copy. One that without the Ace setup. We lowered it from level 100 to level 46 using Ace. Now we have to EV train it. Which I'm just gonna... I have so many berries. Yeah, I for the last few months, I've just been farming berries. I have like so many of these now. I have no clue what his EVs are. So I'm just gonna just spam every single berry. Oh, dang. That's so weird that they have check tag first. Like, why isn't it use first? This probably might take a while. Oh, wait, should I have got the... Well, I could get the ribbon again. I forgot, there's a ribbon for EV training called the effort ribbon. But did I say my HP can't fall? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, so now attack. I was looking up movesets for Charizard in Gen 3 on Smogon, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I forgot how bad the movesets were in Pokemon back then. Like, Pokemon learned nothing. They learned, like, mostly just moves of their type, and then maybe a few moves of other types. Or if they did learn moves of other types, it wasn't in their higher offensive stat. Like, it was so bad in Gen 3 and below. Gen 4 was the generation when they started making, you know, somewhat respectable movesets. And I think it was, like, probably Gen 6 when they, like, okay, let's actually give Pokemon good movesets. Unless your name is Typhlosion. But, okay, attack can't fall anymore. I can't believe, like, how bad the movesets were back then. So I'm like, I don't even know what to teach the Charizard, really. It's like Flamethrower, Blast Burn, maybe Sunny Day. Oh wait, Toxic probably would be good too, because the Battle Frontier and Emerald try to stall so much with evasion and stuff, so like if you just use Toxic, that could help. Defense can't fall anymore. Special attack. Okay. Yeah, this beginning of the stream probably gonna be like the most grindiness. Because you have to reset, basically start my Charizard over from 0. Special attack can't fall anymore. Special defense fail. Because yeah, you have to take my Charizard from level 100, drop all of his stats because I don't know the EV training, then retrain it back up. Special defense can't fall. Yo, let's talk about how I lucked out on my Charizard's nature, though. Because trust me, as a kid, I obviously I had no clue what natures or anything like that was, because Leaf Green was my first Pokemon, well, first main series Pokemon game. And so, the fact I got a timid nature on my Charizard is actually insane, because that's actually optimal for Charizard. I don't know how the Ivies are, because I'm pretty sure the Ivies aren't good, because I know the Ivies didn't start guaranteeing better IVs for your Pokemon until like Gen 7, I think? Or is it Gen 8? Man, so many berries. My Charizard adores me. I think that means his friendship is almost at max from scarfing down all of these berries. Wow, it has a lot of points in speed. Like, what was I fighting as a kid that I gave this thing so much speed? It won't have any effect. Okay, there we go. Just to double check, make sure. Yeah, I think it's at max friendship already. I do remember as a kid, since I was really stubborn as a kid. So I really wanted to use my Charizard and nothing else for like every single battle. And so the beginning of the game was so hard for me because I was like, I'm only using my Charizard no matter what. And if you know Kanto, the very first 2 gym leaders are just hard counters to Charmander. And so at fighting Brock, I was like, I'm never gonna beat this dude. And like and of course, since that was my first Pokemon game, I had no clue how type matchups worked. And so, well, actually, do I have any EV stuff? Let's see. I got 1 Carbos. I believe in Gen 3 you can only use 10 in each stat, right? And only give 100 EVs. So I have to buy 10 calcium? Yeah. So buy 10 of these. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wrong one. 6, 7. Why can't I buy these in bulk? 8, 9, 10. And I already have 1 Carbo, so this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so oh, I should buy HP up too, right? Yeah, 1 HP up. I gotta use that last. Okay. So now they speed up. Yeah, so I know in the new game, man, EV training in the new games, like I feel so spoiled in Scarlet and Violet, cause I'm like I could just buy all of the drugs and then just use them all up and get maximum training within less than 5 minutes. And then in this game, it's like, nah. The old games are so much harder. Like, yeah, if you want stats, you can only use 10 of these, and after that, they don't work anymore. But yeah, going back to fighting Brock. Yeah, he was a hard roadblock for me for the longest. Until I think Charmander in Gen 3 learns Metal Claw in Leaf Green. And so when I learned Metal Claw and then I hit his Geodude and Onix and it was doing super effective damage, I was like, what? That's super effective damage? Let's go! And then that allowed me to beat Brock finally. And then after that was Misty, and oh my goodness. My Charmander evolved into Charmeleon, but I remember having to grind so much in the region like right next to the Celadon City, because I had to get my Charmeleon up to a higher level where I could finally beat Misty solo with it. And then after that, I think it was all like downhill until at least Elite 4. I think the World Champions are this weekend. Probably gonna watch it. Yeah, the World Championship is this weekend. I definitely plan on watching it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to live stream it. I mean, if I am, I might just live stream it because I think it starts on Friday, right? I could at least live stream the Friday one. The other days I don't think so because I got work. But Probably have a watch party on my Discord channel like usual. Okay, so now I gotta give you Macho Brace. Yeah. Now let me rip out a calculator. Let's see, so was it 252 minus 100 from the drugs? So I got 152. I believe everything in the grass over here is 1 EV in special attack, and since I have the Macho Brace, that would be 2 EVs in special attack. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of fighting. Alright, 150 more EVs to go! Let's go! Oh wait, yeah, since it's not on the emulator now, I can speed this up. Alright, 148 more EVs to go! Let's go! Phantom, who do you think is gonna win the World Championships? Like, what restricted legendaries? My money is gonna be on, Calyrex? At least one of the Calyrex forms. Alright, hello, Slugma. Maybe Zamazenta? No, Miraidon. When I'm talking, I don't know why I didn't mention Miraidon. Yeah, definitely Miraidon. No doubt in my mind, Miraidon's winning the World Championship. Like, if Miraidon doesn't win, that would mean that everybody and their mother decided to bring the hardest counter grounds and fairies to Miraidon possible. Because otherwise, I don't see any way of Miraidon winning. But Miraidon's been running a lot of tournaments, so there is a good chance that people will just bring the hardest counters to it. Slugma. Alright, 136. Oh wait, I should probably put experience share on something, huh? Just to make sure I don't over level. And this EV training in the old days was a nightmare. I don't know how people did it. Oh, Starmery. Hey, 1% encounter? I think it's a 1% encounter. Got a 1% encounter and then like 10 encounters or so. That's lucky. Alright, 132 left to go. But yeah, Miraidon's most likely winning the World Championships or one of the Calyrexes. But I am hoping that some guy that can see the potential in Ho-Oh will show up out of nowhere and win with Ho-Oh. Because I'm like, people don't understand. Ho-Oh is actually really good in this meta against a lot of the Pokemon. But, like, no one wants to use it because they want to just use whatever's the common stuff. So I'm all like, Ho-Oh has an amazing special defense, so most of the special attackers can't really harm Ho-Oh. Especially if they give it Roost or Recover. The only thing that Ho-Oh really has to worry about is Miraidon and Kyogre. But, like, everybody's running Rillaboom, which already precious Kyogre, and if Kyogre Terra Grass, which is most of the time with Terra the Grass, Ho-Oh could just Brave Bird and like one-shot it. And then Miraidon can be handled if you have like a good ground type or something. Like for example, Gastrodon, which I don't know why that thing is not showing up in the meta. Gastrodon cannot get hit by the electric moves of Miraidon, and then it also has what's it, the thing that absorbs water type moves, and like that could help like Koraidon or Ho-Oh so much because they don't have to worry about water type attacks. And then or Urshifu, like for Gastrodon also shuts down Urshifu. Like, for example, if you, like, Terra it to Ghost, or you have, like, a teammate that's a Ghost, the most common Urshifu is the Water form, and it has just Water and Fighting type moves most of the time. A Ghost type, Gastrodon, or, like, if you had Calyrex with it, with Gastrodon's Storm Drain, you just shut down Urshifu. It literally just can't do anything. And I'm surprised that no one has figured that out. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, is people not like looking for counters for the most common Pokemon? Like, Gastrodon straight up would be really good right now. And like, if it showed up in Worlds, I'm like, I called it. Just remember that. If you see a Gastrodon popping off at Worlds, just remember I called it. Ho-Oh is also pretty good because Ho-Oh like walls Koraidon. It walls Zamazenta and Zacian. It like walls so much of the things that are common in the meta. It's crazy that no one is using it. You probably cheer for someone else than Wolfie, but you don't know many players besides him. I mean, I always cheer for Wolfie. Wolfie was like one of the first like Pokemon YouTubers I watched, because I've been watching Wolfie since like I think 2015 or 2016. Like way before he actually got bigger. Like I was watching him when he didn't have many subs. And I'm like, dang, it's crazy to see how much his channel has grown since like when I started watching it. And he was like, he used to be like super, way more cringy and stuff and like did whatever. But then he started, you know, changing the style of his format of his videos to get more subscribers and stuff. Which nothing's wrong with that, you know, I respect the grind. And I do think his content's got significantly better. You know, sometimes that old school vibes just feels different. But, I'm just gonna root for anyone who's not using Calyrex. Because I just don't like Calyrex, man. That thing is like such a free win button sometimes. Especially Ice Calyrex. Like, I kid you not, I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch like the tournaments, most Ice Calyrexes only lost because they didn't, for some reason, just decided not to click Trick Room turn 1. Like, if we're being completely honest, a lot of Calyrex Ice Riders just threw. Like, they just decided, they just outplayed themselves and got into their own mind and just decided, let me not click Trick Room turn 1 and just spam Glacier Lance. Like, unless the opponent has Wide Guard or specific Trick Room counterplay or something, which a lot of them do not for some reason. Like, Calyrex literally just easily sweeps most of the meta. And like, for some reason, the Calyrex Ice Rider players just refuse to click Trick Room and get an easy win sometimes. I don't know why, but it just happens. Level 47. Look at that special attack jumped up by 8. Oh man, EV training in the old days was so funny. Oh, I ran out of PowerPoints. Blast Burn! Oh wait, I want to turn on the animation and look at Blast Burn. Like, Blast Burn looks so good back on the Game Boy Advance, and it has never been the same since. You know, like, they need to go back to the Game Boy Advance animation for Blast Burn, because it would change the whole screen, the colors, and everything. Just watch this. Just watch this. Look at that! That looks so good! Like, the color change, because it's like, this is supposed to be the ultimate attack. And the other ultimate attacks are like that. Like, they change the whole color of the screen. And then now in the new games, it's like just throws a little fireball that just explodes. It's like, what happened to the whole world ending? This is ultimate attack, color changing screen animation. Like, what happened? Like, could you imagine if Blast Burn still looked like that? Like, actually just change the whole screen? It'd be so cool. So cool. Fun fact, in case you don't know, which I hope you would know if you've been paying attention to anything Pokemon related, Spidna has like millions of different forms because 4 spots on his body are randomized. So if you have a Spidna, odds are it's like nobody in the world that has the same Spidna as you, or if they do, there's probably maybe 1 or 2 people who do. Like Spidna is just, and if you have a shiny Spidna, it's even more rare. Okay, no. Wait. Fly. Oh, I need to turn the animations back off. I just wanted to show a blast burn. Okay, turn that animation back off. Okay, let's go heal back up at the PC. Ruffy's just a fan favorite. Yeah, he's pretty funny, and makes good content. Oh, so the funny thing is, right, if you... I don't know if you heard, but the new regulations gonna allow mythical Pokemon. And then I saw a post when someone said, "Oh no, they just unleashed the ultimate power for Wolfie." Because you know how first he has like not really lost any major tournaments he went to where he used Paris Trap, right? Well, they just... in that new regulation, they just gave Wolfie the ultimate Paris Trap Pokemon. Because I'm pretty sure Arceus learns Paris Song. And then, like, Arceus is, like, the bulkiest Pokemon ever. And I'm like, yo, like, Wolfie's just gonna auto-win. That's an auto-win. I think that's part... I heard that they made they just, for some reason, I don't know why, but they're gonna make the online regulation different from the offline regulation at actual tournaments, which I don't know why, because I think they're going back to regulation, was it G? Whichever's the one that banned all Paradox Pokemon and Legendaries. And I'm like, wait, why? If y'all gonna unleash the Mythicals online, I want to see some tournaments with people using the Mythicals. But for some reason, they're not gonna do tournaments on that. And I'm like, dang, they just want to make sure Wolfie doesn't win anymore. They don't want to show up with Arceus, the god of all Pokemon, and win with Paris Trap. But I'm like, dang, that's great that they're finally bringing out Mythicals. But also, I've been keeping up with the Ribbon Master community, and people are like panicking. They're like, oh my goodness, we gotta get all the ribbons for the mythical Pokemon, and now in case they never bring them back. And I'm like, dang, that's gonna be hard, because Gen 8 and Gen 9 has a ribbon that you can only get in PvP, which makes it different than other ribbons, because now you have to factor in like actually playing against another human, which that is like opens up a whole nother can of worms, because most of the other ribbons are PvE, like just you versus the AI or doing some like challenge or something. But Gen 8 and Gen 9 has a PvP ribbon. So that means if you want to get the ribbon on those mythical Pokemon, you literally gonna have to, like, I think starting in September to the end of the year, grind with like every single mythical Pokemon and win in, because I think you have to win in the Master League or whatever's the highest league. I believe it's Master Ball. You have to win against a Master Ball opponent in order to get the ribbon on that Pokemon. And I'm like, dang, some of these mythicals, they need some much needed buffs. So I'm like, my favorite mythical is Shaman. And like, I have no clue how Shaman's even gonna work in doubles. Cause like, its stats just aren't good for Gen 9 standards. And it doesn't have a good moveset for Gen 9 standards either. I'm like, I really would want to make a Shaman into a Ribbon Master though. But I would have to get a Shaman in my Pokemon Platinum. and then figure out something. Wait, maybe you could go for cheese. Because Shaman in his sky form has Serene Grace, right? And that doubles the effect of the secondary effect of moves, right? So maybe like use a Shaman with high speed holding the King's Rock with Air Slash. And then that's like what, maybe I think like a 40% chance of flinching? 40-50% chance? Wait, you can double that to 80. Yeah, so you make a team with I believe a fire and a water type starter Pokemon. And then you use fire and water pledge, and I think that causes like a rainbow field condition that doubles status effects, right? And so then you use that with Shaman, and it will have like an 80% chance of flinching. So, yo, that would be pretty evil. Like, but then again, that's only one Pokemon. It's doubles. But then you also you bring Sneasler on the team, and I think, oh my gosh, Sneasler on the Rainbow Field Condition has a 100% chance of triggering a status effect with Dire Claw. Why has no one done that? Why has no one released that menace upon society? A 100% chance of Dire Claw. Oh my goodness. You know what? Delete my VOD. You didn't hear me say that. We don't need anyone getting ideas and making a Sneasler team with 100% Dire Claw chance. We'll put a King's Rock on it too, just to add, that'll be like 120% chance of just doing. Yeah, you're just screwed. You'll get a stats effect and could flinch. And then I don't know, put on some other restricted legendary with like ancient power or something, so you have like a 40% chance of just popping off. The RNG based Pokemon team. Do whatever you can to win off of RNG. Shaman is too honest. Yeah. Shaman is too honest. Mew is too on. Well, actually, never mind. Mew got some dirty tricks since it can learn like every move. Like, if you're not playing on open team sheet, you literally cannot predict what the Mew is going to do. It could transform, it could Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, it could be bulky, stall, it could do everything. Like, you just cannot know what Mew is gonna do. Like, in closed sheet format, yeah, Mew would probably be pretty decent, but in open team format, it would suck. Because it's like, oh, I know what it's gonna do, and the stats aren't that great. And then, what other mythicals? Oh, wait. Deoxys? Hold on. Deoxys can actually pop off because its stats are like Gen 9 Pokemon stats. Just without the bulk. Unless you use Deoxys in defense form. Special attack +9. Actually, I should start using experience share, huh? Give you experience share. Just to make sure I don't over level. Wait, does Deoxys outspeed Calyrex? Someone look that up. Or do they speed tie? All I remember is that Deoxys, like, attack form and its regular form stats are like literally Gen 9 Pokemon level stats. Like, they're beyond ridiculously optimized. And I think the speed form outspeeds Calyrex. I remember the speed form being ridiculously fast, but then Regieleki outsped it. And then the defense form, I don't know what that's gonna do. A low-key Deoxys attack form could pop off because that thing is stupidly fast, has stupidly high attack. Or if you want a little bit more bulk, Deoxys speed form could probably do something. Could it one-shot Calyrex with Shadow Ball if Calyrex doesn't terrestrialize? Or maybe it probably can. And then Jirachi. I'm not sure what Jirachi can do. It's like base 100 and everything, right? Jirachi may not be one of the better ones. I mean, it could try to... All I know that Jirachi does is in singles, it tries to paralyze you and it flinch you with Iron Head. I'm not sure how well that would translate to doubles. Especially since fire types are more common in doubles than singles because Stealth Rock isn't that a thing. And then what are the Gen... The Gen, or mythicals? Shaman, Darkrai, Arceus. Well, Arceus is probably going to be all over the place because, like, it literally just has a better base stat total than every other Pokemon. And it can do everything almost like, just like Mew, so... Arceus is probably going to get a ton of usage. Oh my gosh, Dark Void is coming back. Darkrai, Dark Void, but then again, it's actually only 50%. But I guess if you use Gravity, that can help. I see a world where Darkrai with Gravity might show up, or some other Pokemon Gravity, Dark Void spam. Yeah, Shaman really is like the worst mythical of Gen 4, unfortunately. Which sucks because it's my favorite mythical. And Gen 5 mythical Pokemon. You have, Victini. Oh wait, what did Victini's ability do again? I remember it's called like Victory Star, right? I forgot what that does. Yeah, I don't remember what Victory Star does. Does it boost the accuracy of all your teammates' attacks or something? I think that's what it does. There's a chance Victini might get used on like a Sun team or something. How many? I got 32 more EVs to go for a special attack. Keldeo. I can see someone trying to use Keldeo with the justified ability, using like Remy Scott beat up on it. But honestly, I don't see Keldeo being used unless someone really wants to use it on the Rain team of Kyogre. But honestly, if you're gonna use a water fighting type, they're probably just gonna use Urshifu. So yeah, I don't see Keldeo being used in doubles. Just because Urshifu can hit through Protect, which that would just have so much more use. Meloetta. Nah, I don't see Meloetta getting used. Well, actually, I have to check what moves Meloetta learns, but maybe it could get used just because of Shadow Calyrex. Like, having a normal type Pokemon can help. Other than that, I don't know what else Meloetta would be used for. I mean, maybe it can help against Urshifu if it's not the dark type Urshifu. But actually, if it transforms into fighting, that also could fight dark type Urshifu. But you would have to run like a hybrid set, wouldn't you? Yo, I like the dot placements of this Bidna. Look, that's some nice dot placements. Oh my gosh, I've missed like 3 heat waves out of 10, like 6. What? Is there another mythical? Oh, Genesect. Oh yeah, Genesect probably could get used. A steel type is a steel type. Yeah, I can see Genesect being used. And if that, I think that's all the mythicals of Gen 5. I might be missing one. Gen 5 has a ton of Pokemon. And Gen 6 mythical... Oh wait, I forgot about Manaphy in Gen 4. Would Manaphy get usage? Probably not. Water type is a high competitive role. I do think Manaphy got buffed though. Didn't it get like some broken move that like switches stats with the opponent? No, doesn't it like give the opponent like a status effect and boost its stats or something? I don't know. Manaphy got like some broken move recently that just went under the radar unless you've been paying attention. And it's just weird. They're like, all right, let's give Manaphy 2 signature moves. I'm like, why does Manaphy get 2 signature moves and some other Pokemon still dying of thirst out here? And then Fiona is definitely not going to use, because why would you use that over Manaphy? Let's be honest, why? And then, so Gen 6 Mythicals. We got Hoopa. Nah, I don't see Hoopa or its other form getting used. And it's only because of one Pokemon whose name is Incineroar. Like, that's a Pokemon you have to Terra. Like, because there's just so much Sucker Punch and Knockoff and just Dark-type moves all over the place. There's a reason Mewtwo's never being used. Like, yeah, I don't... Like, Hoopa is like a Pokemon you're gonna have to Terra if you're gonna use, because it's just Dark-type moves all over the place. Was it Diancie? Was it Rockin' Fairy? What was his signature move again? It was like Diamond Dust or something? I don't know. I don't think Diancie would be used. Volcanion. Well, Volcanion's fire and water, which is a crazy type. Oh, and it has Steam Eruption. Okay, yeah, I can see Volcanion being used because of Steam Eruption. Because if there's a move that's based off health, that's like 150 base power, yeah. They're gonna use that in doubles, especially if that hits both opponents. Like, yeah, that I can see usage out of that. Kyogre and Volcanion, Choice Scarf, Steam Eruption, and Water Spout in the raid. Oh yeah, that's going crazy. Yeah, Kyogre's got a new best buddy. What other Pokemon? Is there any other Gen 6 Mythicals? I think that's all of them. So Gen 7 Mythicals. We got Margit. Oh my god. Now they need to ban Margirna. Do not let that thing into doubles. That thing needs to be banned. No, that's one of the Pokemon's gonna take off, because it's already still in Fairy, which is literally like the best type combination in the game. And then it has like a beyond ridiculously unfair ability like Calyrex. Because doesn't it have an ability where if anything faints on the field, Margirna gets a special attack boost, and that means including your allies, and it doesn't need to KO them, it's just if anything faints, which is just ridiculous. So literally, you can just start off match, call in and call out, do a call out with like explosion on turn 1 or turn 2. You like read to protect or something, and that could potentially KO both of the opponent's Pokemon, and then your Pokemon gets KO'd. Then Margirna could get 3 stat boosts from that alone, and just sweep. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, Margirna do need to get banned real quick. But of course they're not gonna do that, so yeah. Margirna's gonna be the Gen 9 equivalent of Gen 8 Zacian in Scarlet and Violet. Is it in Scarlet and Violet? I don't know if it's in Scarlet and Violet, but if it is, yeah. That thing is gonna take off. Okay, so that should be all the special attack EVs, if I did my calculations correctly. I hope I did. So now we've got to move on to the speed EVs. Which, a good EV training spot is over here. Yeah, okay, what are the other Gen 7 Mythicals? I don't even remember. Just because my gear is just so broken, like but oh, there was that electric one, right? What's the electric one called? Wait, did I see bear? Oh, I forgot to get my berries. I have like a bunch of berries planted. I need to go and collect those. Zora Aura, yeah, that's the name of the mythical, electric mythical from Gen 7. Which I'm still upset. Or is it a Gen... Yeah, it's Gen 7. I'm still upset because I missed the event for the shiny because Pokemon told literally no one about the shiny Zero Aura event. Like, all the announcements they do and stuff, but then they're like, whenever there's a shiny mythical, they're like, yeah, we're not going to tell anyone about this. We don't want anyone knowing. So I completely missed a shiny Zora Aura event in Sword and Shield. I do know about the shiny Ruin Pokemon that's going on right now in Sword and Shield. Which I gotta remember to get... Well, no, I think that lasts all the way through September, right? Yeah, I still have time. I don't know what Zora Aura does because I never looked at its stats or its skills, so I have no clue if that would do good in this new regulation. And it's like Zerarude. I think that's Gen 8, right? I have no clue what that does because I haven't looked at. I never got that. I missed whatever announcement they had for that too because, you know, they don't announce anything. They didn't announce anything with Gen 8. All the Pokemon Directs and stuff literally just announced nothing. I think for some reason, instead of announcing on the Pokemon social media channels, they just decided to do it for Gen 8 just to send things to people's emails, and like, I don't check my email like that. And so I completely missed the event, which made me so upset, because I'm like, why? Why'd y'all do that? Why are you doing people dirty like that? No, I was paralyzed. Got a paralyzed healer somewhere, right? Lava cookie. I can cause a physical... Oh wait, I forgot. Some moves are classified as physical in this game despite still doing special attack damage. Gen 3 and below is weird. And then, what's up, Mythical Gen 9? Pecharunt? Pecharunt... Yeah, I can see Pecharunt doing some stuff. Because it has the ability that, like, when you poison something, that they get confused. And that can buy you turns in doubles. So I can see Pecharunt doing stuff in doubles. But I can see, like, Pecharunt working with, Shin Pao. Just slowly drag the life force out of opponents. Pecharunt poisoning them, Shin Pao using... No, not Shin Pao, Wo Shin. I got the names mixed up. Wo Shin using, like, Leech Seed and just stealing their health with Pecharunt poisoning and confusing everything. Like, if you want to be, like, one of those annoying people that you, like, enjoy slowly draining the life force from your opponent and watching them suffer over time. Like, I can see that being a build someone goes for. Wait, is Pecharunt the only mythical of Gen 9? There's no other mythicals, huh? Yeah, they only did one mythical this time around. EV training should go ever so slightly faster. Look at that stat growth. Plus 10 special attack, plus 6 speed. EV training in the old games was so funny. Because they didn't update your stats. If you didn't know, back then in Gens, I think 3 and 4, it didn't update your stats until you leveled up or were put into the PC. And so you could just have crazy stat jumps like that. Not another miss. Are you serious? Isn't his move like 90% accurate? I got 2 misses in a row. 90% accurate, 2 misses in a row. Yay! Not as bad as that time I missed a 90% accurate move 10 times in a row. That's what I was convinced by. I got one of the worst luck stats ever in Pokemon. Hey, that NPC know about my 77 win streak? It's not good enough though. I need to reach 100. Blast bird. Yeah, so I can see. I think the top 3 mythical Pokemon of the new regulation are gonna be Arceus, Margirna, and who would be the? I don't know who would be the 3rd one. Maybe Mew, since it's unpredictable. And it's gotta be closed team sheet online. Yeah, it's definitely Arceus, because Arceus is just better Mew with better Pokemon the stats than anyone else, and it could do everything. It could be a sweeper, it could be a bulky staller, it could be any type. So Arceus definitely gonna be like #1 usage. Followed by Margirna because it just gets free stat boosts from anything. And then after that, maybe Darkrai. Just because Dark Void is just broken. Now, of course, they're gonna have to take a lot of measures to improve the accuracy, like wide lens and gravity and stuff. But if someone could pull it off, that's just auto win. Because Miracle literally single-handedly caused Darkrai to get erased from existence. But if not Darkrai, because people don't want to risk missing, I'm not sure who the 3rd best mythical would be. Yeah, it's probably Mew. Just because Mew is unpredictable. It could be running anything. What other mythicals are there? Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think it's Arceus, Mew, and Margirna that's probably gonna be popping off. That is if people decide to use the mythicals, because of course I think the way they did it was weird, because it's like I think they said you only allowed 2 restricteds in total, and they threw the mythicals and restricteds together. So some people might just stick with the restricteds and say, well, most of these mythicals don't have better stats than the restricteds unless your name is Arceus. And so they might just not use the restricteds because of that. I mean, use the mythicals because of that. I mean, like, why use a mythical of only 600 BST when you can use a restricted with 680? Unless his name is Arceus, because Arceus has 720. And what are the sets Arceus could run? I've been watching Small Swipe Gaming sometimes, and I watched the Arceus video, and I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is insane. It can be bulky, it can toxic stall, it can I think one of the most dangerous ones was Extreme Killer Arceus, because it has Swords Dance, Extreme Speed. Oh, and then you can Terra Normal. Oh my god, that's the strongest, like one of the strongest normal moves in the game. Yeah, Terra Normal, Extreme Speed Arceus would take off. Then you have Arceus of various types. They all can have different movesets. Yeah, this regulation is just gonna be pure chaos. Maybe that's why they didn't want to allow the VGC that they're gonna be streaming to be regulation, the new regulation. Even though I thought it would have been fun to see, but nope. Maybe someone would do like a host their own tournament since VGC won't do. Alright, I'm at 86 speed EVs to go. And EV training in the old days. Something else. Honestly, I don't know how people play Pokemon back then. If they played 100% legitimately. Because, like, it was impossible to get good stats without RNG manipulation, which I don't think RNG manipulation was that well researched back then. So, like, getting really good stats was very, very low odds, and crazy breeding, and then being able to check those stats, you're gonna have to level them up, like high level, and then check the stats to see if the IVs are good. Yeah. And then the EV training taking forever. Yeah, I don't know how people play competitive Pokemon back then. Like, I don't think... I mean, I started in Gen 3, but I knew, like, nothing in Gen 3. Gen 4 was the generation where I started, where I learned, like, most of my Pokemon knowledge. The type matchups, the types of all the Pokemon, Boos, EVs, IVs. But even then, I still didn't do competitive battles. Like, the only battles I really did that was, you know, quote-unquote competitive was the Battle Frontier and Pokemon Battle Revolution. And I was like, these are pretty fun. But, like, playing against other people, yeah, I definitely did not do that in Gen 4. And in Gen 5, I think I've been back to just playing the game casually. Well, no, because I think I did do some of the things. They had to battle Subway. And then the Black 2, White 2 had the, like the tree dungeon thing. And then also you could fight all the gym leaders. So I did train up my Pokemon to fight in that. Other than that, yeah. And then Gen 6 was when I actually tried to start doing competitive battles against people. Because one, it was very easy to set up. Because they had the PSS system where you could just click on people and just challenge them to a battle. And but two, it was also way more like forward and more fun to EV train because they had like that soccer minigame, soccer shooting minigame. You had to like blow up the balloon, which I'm so upset they never brought something like that back. That was the most fun I ever had EV training. Like, yeah, it wasn't super fast, but it was fun, and that's all I cared about. And so I was on it when it came to EV training. And then they made the eggs easier in that gen too, because you actually, I think that's when they buffed the Destiny Knot, so it could pass on like 5 stats. So yeah, Gen 4 was when I actually started getting into more competitive Pokemon and started watching tournaments and stuff, because that's when they actually made the quality of life at least doable. And then Gen 7 and Gen 8 was when they added like, well no, Gen 7 added the bottle caps. Yeah, Gen 7 added bottle caps. But it still was kind of ridiculous because you had to grind to level 100 to use it. And I think Gen 8 added the mints, and then Gen 9 is like the best optimized generation for training Pokemon. Might not be the most fun. I still think EV training in Gen 6 was the most fun with the minigame thing. But at least it's the fastest. Gen 9 is definitely the fastest. And you can just buy whatever competitive item. So Gen 9, that I give props for being the best for competitive Pokemon, but for as like just a competitive, I mean just for a casual, I don't think Gen 9's that good. Cause like, what happened to exploration and seeing the routes? Like all the routes are just so empty. Like you don't need to explore at all. I miss the routes and exploration. Like, I don't know how Gen 9 went to open world, yet it feels more empty than any of the other Pokemon games. I don't know if it's just me that sees that, but, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are blind to how empty a lot of open world games are, and they just like the game literally just because of the fact that it's open world. Because I'm like, there's a lot of open world games I play and I just lose interest because it's open world for the sake of being open world, but they don't put enough things in it to make it fun. Like it'd be like, oh yeah, you can walk over there, but there's like nothing in it. Speed plus 14. Okay, I can't go above level 50. I think I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna go over level 50. Dragonclaw. 40 more EVs to go. Now, if I could just run into like 10 Manectrics or Linoons, that would be great. I wonder if I run into a shiny Pokemon while grinding. If I did, that would be insane, because that would mean I got 3 shiny Pokemon within like the last month or 2. Oh yeah, so one of the shiny Pokemon I found was a shiny Ditto. And it's so crazy what they do with Ditto in Gen 3. Because in the new games, when Ditto transforms, it transforms into whatever it sees, right? But in Gen 3, for some reason, if Ditto would transform into the Pokemon it sees, but its color is dependent on Ditto. So if Ditto is not shiny, it would transform into a not shiny version of the Pokemon. Because I had like my shiny Latios out, and then the Ditto transformed into a red Latios instead of the shiny one. But then if you get a shiny Ditto, which I just found this out because I had one, it actually would transform into the shiny version of whatever Pokemon is looking at. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. How does Ditto know the shiny version of every Pokemon? And so, technically, because I caught a shiny Ditto in Gen 3, I now have every Pokemon in its shiny form. Shiny. Oh yeah, so going back to talking about me and my Charizard. Yeah, so Gen 1, the Gen 1 and 2 were really hard, but then it was like smooth sailing from there. Until I got to the Elite Four, where Lorelei, however you pronounce her name, who says she was an ice type, which wasn't true, but she had like a bunch of water types. That was like another hard wall for me. And Lance was a hard wall because I had no clue how to beat dragon types. and even though I had Dragon Claw on my Charizard, I had no clue that Dragon Claw was super effective on Dragon because I was, like I said, it was my first Pokemon game. So I was just assuming that Dragon would be not very effective against Dragon because most other types aren't effective against themselves. And so I'm like, I can't damage these stupid dragons. Until like one day where I accidentally clicked on Dragon Claw and did super effective damage. I was like, what? And I was like, oh my goodness. That's what beats dragons? And so then once my Charizard finally was able to beat Lance. And then went to fight the rival. Hey King JB, how you doing? You're working out? That's good, you gotta stay working out. I've been working out too. Been trying to lose weight. I've lost like 10 pounds over the last week or so. Keep up the working out. But yeah, I finally beat Lance, and then I was like, let's go, I finally beat the game. Well, at least I thought it did. Because with Leaf Green being my first Pokemon game, and they said Elite Four, you know, I was sitting there like, oh, I just gotta beat the Elite Four. And the game leads you to thinking that until Lance is like, well, you would have been the champion, but there's actually one person you gotta beat, the actual champion of the league. And then when I found out it was my rival, I was like, oh my god, this guy beats me to everything. And I was like, so my last obstacle to beat Blastoise with my Charizard and my solo Charizard that I've been playing through the whole game with. But man, it felt so cool. Like, I'm sorry, nothing else will ever match that feeling in Pokemon. And like seeing your rival as the champion, like that, it's not the same as fighting like Cynthia's and the other champions are cool and all, but it's never gonna be the same as fighting your rival. Like that dude that you've been seeing, that the first person you fought in the game, you've seen in every single like other route and stuff. Like it's just not the same. And then and it meant even more for me because I remember the first time I fought my rival. Yeah, if you don't know, my first ever Pokemon battle against my rival, I lost. I lost, yeah, against him. So that, my first ever battle, I lost. And I was like, oh my goodness. And the game continues on even if you lose in Leaf Green, which is different because I think every other game you get sent back to the Pokemon Center. But for Leaf Green, if you lose against your rival in the first battle, you actually gotta live with that loss. And Professor Oak will pay the money for you. And then, yeah, your rival will go on and stuff. So I had to live that down. But ever since then, I never lost my rival again. And then going to that final battle, I'm like, you may have won the first battle, but I'm winning the war. And my Charizard versus that Blastoise, looking through a memory lane, fighting this Squirtle versus Charmander. I'm like, we're winning this. My Charizard beat that Blastoise, and it took on the entire league and won. I mean, I also used some Reviver Seeds and stuff. You know, I had some sacrifice Pokemon in the back. I figured that out as a kid. But as for knocking out opponents, yeah, my Charizard did like the whole entire Leaf Green by itself. I think I beat the game for like in the 80s. Because I did do some grinding because Lorelei and Lance would put it in the work against me because Charizard with fire type moves just don't work well against those two. Okay, I got 8 more EVs to go. Then Charizard speed trained up. Be so much faster if I could get Linoon. Oh wait, I was supposed to use the move that doesn't contact. Alright, 6 more EVs to go. Come on, give me the higher evolutions. Alright, 4 more EVs to go. If I could just get one of the higher evolutions, we're done. Otherwise, I gotta get 2 lower evolutions. Come on, higher evolution. Nope. Missed again? Man, I am missing Blast Burn way too much. For a 90% accurate move. Okay, 2 more EVs to go. Oh, now when I need it for, I don't need it. But actually, there's 2 extra EVs you gotta waste, right? Yeah. So, yeah, let's just take this down. Okay, EV training is basically almost complete. If I did everything right. I didn't miscount. Which I hope I didn't miscount. Just to double check, let me just talk to this person. Have to go for a little harder, yeah. Okay, so that means the only thing I'm missing is the health EVs, which this should cap it out. This item. Now if I talk to her... Yep, okay. That means I should... I believe I counted the EVs correctly. Okay, so we got ribbon number 2 on my Charizard. The effort ribbon. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Ribbon awarded for being a hard worker. 2 ribbons out of like 90. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the Battle Frontier. Actually, I gotta determine what moveset I want on my Charizard, huh? Oh wait, first I gotta put my Charizard in the PC to update its stats because the EV training doesn't update at level unless you are put into the PC. Take Ultra Brace off. Take the experience share off. And put you in the PC, take you back out. Oh, I did a Nuzlocke in the Emerald, so if you're wondering why this box is called Alive 2, that's why. I did the Nuzlocke. It was a hardcore Nuzlocke with level caps and team caps. The only Pokemon that got knocked out or died was Graveler, which it lost to Flannery. Because it got one shot by Overheat, which I'm like, Graveler, you resist fire, dude. What are you doing? So I'm pretty sure this Graveler must have the worst special defense in the world. There's no world in which Graveler should got one shot by a fire type move. But it did. But other than that, I actually beat the Nuzlocke with only that one death. Which I'm like, yeah, dang, that's the best I've ever done in a Nuzlocke. Okay, so the moveset for Charizard for the Battle Frontier. I want to give it, what, Flamethrower? Oh, I gotta delete Fly. And I think I need a Heart Scale. Do I have a Heart Scale in my... No. Okay, maybe I have a Heart Scale in my PC. Yep. Pick out a Heart Scale. Yeah, I gotta delete Fly off of Charizard because Fly is not a good move in competitive battles. I think this is the house for the move deleter. Yeah. Gotta delete Fly because it's an HM move. So only the move deleter can delete. Okay, now Roof reminder. I believe all of our turn. I might get rid of Heat Wave because, like, Heat Wave is just, I think, in this generation, just barely stronger than Flamethrower, but the accuracy is just not worth it. Yeah, Flamethrower. Yeah, 100. Yeah, look at these two moves. So Flamethrower, 95%, 95 power, 100% accurate. Heat Wave, 100 power, 90% accurate. What? They should have made it 95% accurate. Like, yeah, Flamethrower is just barely weaker than Heat Wave, but then this is 100% accurate. And Heat Wave, I guess Heat Wave can hit 2 opponents, but like double battles in Gen 3 aren't really that much of a thing. So like, I don't need Heat Wave. Yeah, so I think I'll delete Heat Wave and then teach Charizard Toxic, because Battle Frontier shenanigans. Toxic is a good move to have for the Battle Frontier. Where's my team? Toxic. No. Now I'm running out of Toxic team. I have to do some more Ace to get some more Toxic. Delete Heat Wave. Okay, yeah, I think this moveset should work with Charizard. Has the EV training, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, Toxic Blast Burn. Now the only question is, do I actually want to use my Charizard for all the battles in the Battle Frontier, or do I just want to bring it in for the last battle? Because you don't have to stick with the same team for all battles, because I believe you get the ribbon once you start battle 50 through 56. So I technically don't have to use Charizard. Wait, what happened to my Choice Man? Oh wait, I think my Choice Man is in Pokemon Coliseum. I have to buy another Choice Man. Do I have enough BP for Choice Man? Nope. Okay, no Choice Band until I get more BP. It's fine. I'll figure out a way. What was the last record I was on? 56. Oh wait, my Charizard could get the ribbon right now. But I don't have the Choice Band, which is gonna make it harder. Ugh. Hey, look, it's what do you call him? What move would be best for your Blaziken? Something allowed him win just like that. Slash or focus energy. Your Blaziken? Either, man. Why are you? Where's the fire or fighting type moves? What are you doing, sir? I guess focus energy for critical hits. I'm like, no fighting type move, no fire move. Okay. All right, dude, tripping. I really want that Choice Man, but guess no Choice Man. Hey, or maybe it's in my PC. No, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it here. Magnet, Citrus Spirit. Might as well put these in my bag. Miracle Seed. Spirit. Besto Bear. Wow, this shiny Ditto also had metal powder? What are the odds of that? I got this shiny Ditto and it also has metal powder. That's crazy. What are you holding? Quick Claw? Frostberry? That in the bag. Bell Tap. Another Frostberry. That's funny. The Pokemon who cannot get burned are carrying Rossberry. Berry. Hornberry. Moo Moo Milk is carrying a Moo. What are you carrying? Leftovers. Actually, that might be useful. Guess I could put the leftovers on Metagross. Latios should get a Lumberry. Actually, I could just take the Lumberry off of Latios and put on Latios. Wrong Pokemon. I guess I won't be using Slack until I get a choice, man. Charizard. What item to give Charizard? Oh wait, what happened to my charcoal? Did I put that in Coliseum too? Dang. Okay, what's the status effect I don't want to deal with? Or I just want to give you a citrus fruit. Yeah, let's just give you... No, do I have a berry that boosts any stats? No, I don't, huh? Yeah, I still need to grow some more berries from Coliseum. Then... Yes, citrus berry. All level 50, right? Yeah. Alright. I would much rather have Choice Band on my Metagross, but I put that in the other game on accident, so I guess we're just going in with this. But if I can win 7 battles, that's going to be immediately a ribbon. But that's going to be tough to do, but I could try. 7 battles to win. But not with optimized items. I'm about to be fighting like legendary spam. Oh wait, I need to open up this Battle Tower trainer so I can see their movesets. Yeah. Because they can have some crazy movesets, so I need to see what they're likely to have. Who is this? Carly? Okay, Carly. What do you have? Alakazam. This could have Ice Punch. Like a 50% chance of this having Ice Punch. Just gonna go for Ice Beam and hope for a freeze. Oh, I forgot to turn animations back on. That's Trick. Okay, so it's the Choice Band set with Trick, Disable, Psychic, Skill Swap. Gonna go for Disable now. Okay, went for Disable. Well, I mean, it's a completely safe switch to Metagross because Psychic isn't doing anything. Unless it gets a crit. Yeah, thanks, game, for giving the crit. I'm gonna go for Meteor Mash. I hope to get an attack boost. Attack boost? No. The Slow King. Let's see. What does the Slow King have? Bunch of moves. Shadow Ball. Flamethrower? Okay, so it's the one with a whole bunch of different attacks. It's alright, I win this if it doesn't Quick Claw. No Quick Claw, let's go. Okay, what's your last Pokemon? Metagross. Metagross Mirror. I was going to explode, but resisted. So Earthquake. Yours is faster? Gosh darn it. And it got the attack boost, are you serious? Oh, this is why we got Charizard for, right? Does Blastborn burn KO? I don't think, no, if it does. I'm just going for Flamethrower. Cause I know in my luck, I'm gonna miss that Blastburn. Oh my gosh, it was really left on that much health. Okay, yeah, Blastburn would have KO'd. And I missed. Bro, this thing used double team once game. Why does this game do this to me? I swear, if I lose to this Metagross because it's gonna spam double team. Come on. Come on, you just gotta hit it once. Just once. Yes! Okay. Not losing to double team cheese in Battle 1. That's what I be talking about. Battle Frontier just tries to cheese you to win. They don't actually try to outskill you. They're like, I don't know who in the world decided that they thought it would be fun for every freaking AI and to just only try to cheese you. Like, why? That's why I like the Gen 4 Battle Frontier more. Because they at least try to... I mean, they still can cheese you, but it's a lot less of it. And they try to, like, beat you through skill most of the time. Ruth. Aerodactyl. This outspeed my Latias. It might outspeed. This Aerodactyl has Bite, Fire Blast, and Double Edge. Ice Beam. No, I outspeed. Okay, so I don't think you can one-shot me unless it gets a crit, so it could be good. Well, it knocked itself out. Slowbro. What moves is this Slowbro? Psychic, Surf, Earthquake, and Ice Beam. So it's going for Ice Beam. 100% going for Ice Beam. I could switch to Metagross. But then it would go for Earthquake. I have 2 Pokemon immune to Earthquake. So should I try to preserve Latios or let it go down to get a free switch to Metagross? Well, if Latios can do like around 50%, and then Metagross should be able to knock it out with Shadow Ball, and then the Metagross can explode on whatever's last. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. That's, yeah, around 50%. Ice Beam. Ooh, I lived it! But I was frozen. And that's why I carried the Lumberry. So, Thunderbolt. Yeah, no Quick Claw cheese, let's go. And Rapidash. Overheat, Double Edge, Iron Tail, Double Kick. Just Surf. Let's go. Latina for the solo sweep. Alright, Battle 3. Redeclare. Melodic. Has Surf, Ice Beam, Recover, and Mirror Coat. Okay, Mirror Coat is an issue. I can't attack this because it probably is gonna go for Mirror Coat. I think I switched to Charizard on the Pentit because it might use. It's either going for Miracle or Ice Beam, and if it goes for Miracle, I auto lose Latias. So I switched to Charizard and then Toxicate. Yeah, I went for Ice Beam. Okay, now it's gonna go for Surf, because I doubt it's gonna go for Miracle. So yeah, Toxic, and I missed. 90% accurate. Misses 9 out of 10 times. That Toxic would have helped out so much. They're gonna go for Recover? Or does it see a kill? Okay, I'm gonna switch. It could go for Recover, but it might also just try to... Yeah, it tried to go for a kill. Alright, nice. Now, Thunderbolt. Lalantina's gonna have to hard carry this. Crobat? I think I just one-shot this with Psychic, right? Or two-shot it. Got Sludge Bomb, Mirror, Shadow Bell, and... Oh, Psychic, I hope I one-shot it. Oh, this is faster. Oof. Okay, nice. And the last Pokemon is Lapras. Oh my gosh, these water types. They see my Charizard, so they decide to bring all water types. This has Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Shoot. And does it see a kill with both Surf and Thunderbolt? I mean, and Ice Beam? Yeah, this could be a random move. Can Metagross outspeed and one-shot it? Dang, I got a decision. I either call it going for Ice Beam and switch to Metagross and then explode, which would win. But if it uses Surf or Thunderbolt, it would knock out Metagross, and then I lose because I don't think Lalatina can one-shot Lapras before it knocks it out with Ice Beam. And because Lalatina's health is so low, it probably could go for any move. So it could use Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Psychic. Which means this is a 50-50 on whether I win or lose, because it either goes for a move that is resisted by Metagross, or a move that's not. And it's like, do I stay in and just Thunderbolt? And no, I think it's safer to stay in Thunderbolt and then just hope Metagross can pick up the KO with Meteor Mash. I think that's the safer play. Ice Beam. I could have switched to Metagross and exploded. But now I can't explode, because I auto-lose with Metagross being my last Pokemon. Alright, Metagross, I need you to hit this Meteor Mash and KO. Let's go! Okay. Metagross coming in. Clutch. Okay, almost halfway there. Out of 4. A lightning rod for my power. Is it gonna have all electric types? Odd. Chuckle. Oh, he's going for evasion strats. I already know this Chuckle build. Like every single Shuckle is like toxic, double team. Like, yeah, I just gotta take the offensive early to do as much damage and try to two-shot it, pray I don't miss. Yeah, because it's gotta go for double team immediately. Oh my gosh, I lived on one! No! Low rolled. And I'm missing. Okay, did I switch to... I'm just gonna switch to Charizard and pray I hit with Toxic at this point. Cause I'm not gonna hit multiple surfs in a row now. Oh wait, but it has... Oh, I might just lose to this Shuckle because... Oh no, let's go! Didn't miss the Toxic. Alright. Now, I just gotta pray Metagross, then hit a Meteor Mash. The Metagross can just hit 2 Meteor Mashes, but this evasion is stupid. Oh my gosh! Metagross! Okay, Metagross is coming in clutch, bro. Hey, I can't believe it hit that Meteor Mash! Let's go. Alright. Alright, Flygon. This definitely is using Earthquake, so this is just a hard switch to Lalatina. Like, there's no world Flygon don't use Earthquake on a Metagross. Yeah. And Ice Beam. I love seeing quad weak to ice Pokemon. Porygon 2 with Trace, Levitate. Okay, Porygon 2 has Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Recover. So I just stay in, but it's gonna go for Ice Beam. And once Lalatina gets knocked out, I could always just explode with Metagross. So this battle is won. Ooh, nice. Special defense drop. Alright, Metagross, explode! This is definitely overkill, but like, just in case the Porygon somehow like outsped or something and use Recover. Alright. Battle number 5. Battle Girl Elena. Breloom. I don't know what set this Breloom is, but just Psychic. Yeah. I don't know what set it is, but who cares, because I can just Psychic it. Ninetales. Okay, what set is Ninetales? Okay, I don't think this seriously threatens Lalatina, so I think I should just be able to 1 or 2 shot it with Surf. Double Edge? Okay. That's actually like the best set I could have ran into. Because it could have used like Confused Ray or something else, but... And Blaziken, which that's just another Psychic. Yo. I like this trainer. They made things real easy for me. Fighting types, and I got a Latias? Thank you, I eat that for breakfast. But I can't get cocky yet. There's 2 more battles, and I could get screwed over any one of these 2 battles. Alright, who's next? I'm just hoping for good RNG for easier trainers. Jalen. Jalen is ready to battle. Wobbuffet. And she can have legendaries in the back too? This isn't good. Dude. I absolutely hate running into Wobbuffet. It's so broken. Because it's like a guaranteed knockout on your Pokemon. Because you can't switch out. All I can do really is just pray Lalatina can get an Ice Beam Freeze and that Wobbuffet doesn't use Mirror Coat, but it's gonna use it, so. Come on, Ice Beam Freeze! Come on, Ice Beam Freeze! 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 Come on, freeze it, freeze it, freeze, freeze. Come on, Lalatina, freeze, freeze, freeze it. Nope. Well, Lalatina's going down. This is your last chance. Freeze, please. Yes! Turn 1 defrost. Are you serious? That's like a 10%. Come on. Wow. Turn 1 freaking defrost. Dude. See, I could just end up losing here just now just because of Wobbuffet alone. This Pokemon is so stupid. The fact that it forces you to fight it because you can't switch out, and then the fact that it just could take any hit and it just do double damage is ridiculous. So if you don't have a Pokemon that's with a status effect or something like Toxic, you just auto lose that Pokemon. Like, Wobbuffet is literally one of the best Pokemon ever created. I just gotta hope she doesn't have anything good in the back. Like, a Wobbuffet towards the end is okay, but Wobbuffet at the beginning sucks, so that's just an auto loss. Datu? Oh, okay, thank goodness. Okay, so... Datu, what do you have? This could have been worse, because she can show up with legendary Pokemon. I don't think Datu has anything good against Charizard. So we just stay in and Flamethrower. Future Sight? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's Flamethrower again. Okay, please be a normal Pokemon and not a legendary. Executor, let's go! Let's go! Okay, I got lucky. They could have had legendaries and they didn't have them. Okay, Blast Burn. And I missed. Come on! How many times have I missed Blast Burn today? This is 100% accurate. I mean, a 90% accurate move, and I've missed more times than I've hit. Wow, Executor, light screener to sunny day. Like, it's setting me up. Wait, why did that move faster than my char? It must have Quick Claw. I didn't look at its set, but it has to have Quick Claw. Okay, we got lucky. That could have been way worse. They could have had legendaries. Okay, this is it. We win this battle, get the ribbon. Everybody just pray in the chat that I don't fight someone that has like a counter to my team, and like this is easy. But you know, this is the Battle Frontier, anything can happen. This is either the last battle, or, well yeah, this is gonna be the last battle whether I win or lose for the stream. Pokemon Breeder Wilson. Okay, what can this person have? Starter Pokemon. Okay, no legendaries. From the looks of it, that's good. Charizard. Wow, the Charizard mirror match. That's crazy. He's like, oh, Charizard. We both brought Charizard. Alright, Thunderbolt. Pray for paralysis. Paralysis? Nope. Aerial Ace. Okay. Thunderbolt again. No Focus Man? No Focus Man. Let's go. Their Charizard is down. Alright, what's next? Feraligatr. Their Feraligatr has Hydro Bump, Ice Beam, Earthquake. So I just Thunderbolt. Hope I could take an Ice Beam, but I don't want to switch out because Feraligatr has a super effective move on all of my Pokemon. Oh, you took that wonderfully. Thank you. Thunderbolt. Okay. One Pokemon away from getting the level 50 Battle Tower ribbon. Meganium. Meganium has Giga Drain, Earthquake, Agent Power, Body Slam. This cannot yeah, I don't think this can do much to my Charizard. We got it. This is it. Let's go. Dude showed up with 2 out of 3 Johto starters because they always forgetting Typhlosion for some reason. Lalatina solo sweep. Let's go. Let's go. Battle 7-1. That should be a ribbon for Charizard. 7 trainers. Let's go. And we got the ribbon. So that's now 3 ribbons on Charizard. Alright, I think this is a successful live stream. Oh wait, wrong menu. Let's go. So we're gonna check out those ribbons. And there we go. Declaring a level 50 at the Battle Tower. Whew. Let's go. So, I guess next we plan. What's the plan for the next live stream? So I'm gonna transfer my Charizard to Pokemon Coliseum. Because in Pokemon Coliseum, there's a ribbon where you have to beat 100 trainers in a row. So, oh, the interview, yeah, interview me. Yeah, they're gonna be ask questions about my Latias that was popping off. Yeah, I'm satisfied, yeah. And then do I have, what was it, anything to say about the battle? Do they have ribbons as like a word on here? If not, I could probably just say Charizard. Oh, they do. Ribbon! Okay. Need to go to a Pokemon Center. Let's go. I didn't even know I was on like Battle 56. Like I honestly did not set that up. I guess I was just doing the Battle Frontier for fun with other Pokemon, and then I just so happened to be on the perfect battle so Charizard could get a ribbon immediately. Okay, so as for items, I believe the Soul Dew is usable. So I'm gonna give the Soul Dew you. I believe Lalatina also needs the same ribbon that I'm gonna be giving to my Charizard. Yeah, Lalatina needs it. So giving you the Soul Dew. Got left over. I believe the item I want on my Charizard is the Charcoal, but I believe that's already in my Pokemon Coliseum. So I just I'll worry about that later. Take Metagross out. Back. Lacking. Need to trade Umbreon over. Let's see the other Pokemon I had from Coliseum. I think they all got ribbon already. Just in case, I'm gonna put some some of you back in the party. Yeah, I got Pokemon on my Coliseum that I want to do this, the 100 battle challenge with my Charizard. Like, one of them is my Lapras, which is also as old as my Charizard. And my Mankey as well, because my Mankey is like a shiny Mankey, which is like the first shiny Pokemon I ever found. So I'm taking all of them on Ribbon Master Journeys too. But the main focus is going to be on my Charizard, because it's my starter Pokemon. But you might see them pop up occasionally on the Ribbon Master Journey. Okay, as for a moveset, since Coliseum is all double battles, that's why I want to teach Protect. I might have to buy more Protect TM. I only got 4 left. Yeah, we don't need Toxic right now, not for double battles. Oh wait, should I also get rid of Flamethrower and relearn Heat Wave? Yeah, cause that would be good for doubles, huh? Did I teach Lalatina something? Nah, you can keep that moveset. Wait, does Charizard learn Heat Wave in Emerald, or is that exclusive to Leaf Green? That might be exclusive to Leaf. Emerald. Heat Wave. Yeah, that's a Fire Red and Leaf Green zip booth. Yeah, so I have to trade my Charizard back over to Leaf Green and then teach it, Wait, do I have a Tiny Mushroom in that game? I'm like 90% certain I do. Check the save file real before I commit sending it back over there. Yeah, I got mushrooms in that. Okay. Yeah, so save. I have to transfer my Charizard back over to Leaf Green, then go get the Move Tutor, reteach Heat Wave, then send him back over to this game, then trade it over to Coliseum. Then that should be the end of the live stream, and then the next time I do a live stream, which might be tomorrow, that would be doing the 100 battle. That live stream I might start a lot earlier, because 100 battles takes a long time. Like, a long time. So, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Okay. So... hold on, I got a phone call. Sorry about that. Oh wait, while I'm doing... Okay. So... back up. Well, let's go. First... Okay. All right. But yeah, this is a pretty good live stream. I thought I was gonna have to go through the whole battle frontier, but then seeing that I already had the win streak set up, I was like, oh, great. That makes life easier for me. Less work, same reward. It just makes it so much easier and faster to transfer Pokemon between. But like Pokemon Box is like the equivalent of Pokemon Bank nowadays, but like way faster. Not leave. Dun, dun. Don't you wish we could have a wire like that in real life? Just out electricity. That probably would be dangerous, honest. But it would be so cool. I also need a flying Pokemon. Also put that in. Fly. Okay, the pitch. Fly. I'm not sure where I am in Leaf Green, but I know I'm gonna have to go to a certain spot for the finder. Oh. Yeah. Now I gotta go to the booth tutor, teach Heat Wave. That's so much better for doubles. Why am I in Lavender Town? Out of all the places I could have been, I decided I gotta be in Lavender. This is a creepy place, man. Nah, okay, the true story is my Charizard actually died and I revived it from the dead. And that's why I was in Lavender Town. It is actually a revival story. What island was it? 2 island? Either 2 or 3 island, I find her. There's like some weird dude who's like, I like eating mushrooms. Yeah, I think it's 2 island. Which house is it? This one? Yeah, I think it's this guy, right? Yeah, Pokemon movie. Wait. Can forget flame forward. Yeah. Oh wait, did I actually per se? No, go back. I don't need you anymore. Yeah, so since we're gonna do Coliseum next, Heat Wave would definitely be better over Flamethrower. Yeah, Heat Wave, Protect, Blast Burn, Dragon Claw. That should be good for Coliseum. Now I gotta go back to a Pokemon Center. Saving. But yeah, next live stream. Or should I show me trading it over to Coliseum? I probably should. Show the whole journey, right? Okay. So Coliseum. Wait, no, I gotta go to Pokemon Box first. Oh, I wanted to make it more fluid. I gotta do Pokemon Box first. I want both Latias and Charizard trade instead of having to do that with 2 separate games. My GameCube controller. There it is. Controller. Why is my game controller not working? Accident. Plug it up. Let's try unplugging it. Second. Why is it not working? Oh, maybe I should just reset it. Maybe that will work. I don't know why my controller suddenly stopped working. There we go. Now it's working. Okay. Alright, so yeah, transfer my Charizard from Leaf Green back over to Emerald. Trade from Emerald to Coliseum. And then that will end the live stream. Then we could do the Mount Battle thing tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. We got 2 ribbons today. Effort ribbon and the level 50 ribbon. And did Ace. Reset the level. Which is pretty cool that you can do that without actually the external software. Wait, actually, do they have Ace set up for other Pokemon? So like, for example, if I want to transfer my Charizard from Gen 3, 4, because I know that it resets your like Met level and date and stuff, but you can change the date easily. Just change the date on your S. Problem is the Met level, which I can fix that if I use Ace to reset the level again, but I'm not sure if they have Ace in. I gotta do research on that deck. There's an Ace setup to reset your level. Because from Gen 4 to Gen 5, I think it does a reset again on your Met level and Met date for some reason. Instead of just keeping it, so I have to if I can find Ace for Gen 4, see if there is a way to reset the level. Because I would like to keep the Met level. Instead of it just saying, oh, your Charizard met at level 100. It's like, I didn't meet him at level 100. At level 5. Alright, now to load up Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Coliseum. Not showing. Yeah, so I was playing Pokemon Coliseum over the last few months. I probably should have done it on live stream, but I just wanted like my own experience, like in the old days where no one is like watching you. It's just as an old game. And I had so much fun. I'm like, dang, man. I don't know. I haven't had so much fun playing a Pokemon game in a while. Like, something about like the flow of this game just felt so much better than other Pokemon games. I think it's because like you were fighting trainers, but at the same time you caught Pokemon, which I feel like that felt like a better flow than doing those two separately. Oh yeah, these are some of my other Pokemon from Leaf. Yeah, my Lapras from Leaf Green. So my Lapras is also pretty old, 17 years old. I'm also taking my Lapras on a Ribbon Master journey. A Mankey, yes. This is a level 50 Mankey, and I did not evolve it because I like the green colored, even though it's yellow on here for some reason. I don't know why the shiny is yellow on here, but sometimes the Coliseum games like be changed. Yeah, you do have my choice band. I was wondering where that went. But yeah, this is my first ever shiny right here. Oh yeah, and a shiny Venusaur. I soft reset it like 4,000 something times on the Pokemon Fire Red for this. And then did a Nuzlocke with it, and it survived the Nuzlocke. Venusaur is really good in Fire Red and Leaf. Like, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this is a shiny, I got a shiny Aeron in Emerald, like, a month or two ago, just full odds, because I was just trying to complete the Pokédex, and I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. So yeah. Think anything else this policy. Oh yeah, this Espeon is cracked. I'm like convinced this Espeon must have like almost a max special attack. This thing like almost 1 or 2 shot everything in Coliseum. Like this Espeon is actually cracked. Like it has to have in there max special attack stat. I would be surprised if it isn't like 30 or 31 IVs. And then the music in this game is so good too. Like, man, Pokemon Coliseum is so good. I like the concept of stealing the opponent's Pokemon. Because, like, you have to fight all their Pokemon while trying to steal it. Like, it just made, I'm telling you, the whole entire flow was just so good in this. Dude, the flow was so good. And then the difficulty was actually good too, because most Pokemon games are like ridiculously easy until the post game. But like I actually was having my Pokemon faint while playing this. I was like, they did a good job balancing because they with the levels and the opponent's strategies with what they gave you. So and because of the limited Pokédex, you couldn't make yourself extremely broken. Which I actually kind of like that. It made you really think like, okay, who am I gonna use here and here? And then the grinding in this game isn't bad either. Like, of course it's bad compared to the new games because of the experience share. But like, if you think about this in terms of Gen 3 grinding, this game's grinding is way better than any of the Gen 3 games. Because the Gen 3 games take forever to level up because you gotta fight a bunch of wild Pokemon or pray you get a phone call. Or if you're on Leaf Green, you can do the Versus Seeker. But on here, it's like they got the whole mount battle. You can fight trainers up to level like 60. Like the EV training is, training for experience is so good. Yep. So all my Pokemon I left at level 50. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have the charcoal on here, don't I? I don't know where else I could have put it. Yep. Yeah, all these Pokemon, I trained them up to level 50, and they all should have the ribbon level 50. That was early, yeah. Some of you are missing the champion. But yeah, they all level 50, so I think level 50 is a good level to take on Mount Battle. And I think the Pokemon range from like level 10 to level 60, so by the time you get to the end, your Pokemon will be close to level 60 anyway. Got charcoal on you, leftover, choice band, citrus, bright powder. Bright powder? Alright, I'm going CPU mode trying to win with bright powder. Okay. That should all be good for mountain battle. And I believe they get the mountain battle ribbon. You have to win all 100 battles in a row without leaving. So next live stream gonna be a long one, just on 100 battles in a row without leaving. I think it probably take like 5 to 7 hours. Yeah. What time should I start tomorrow? Then it's gonna take 5 to 7 hours. I want to end the stream by like 10 or 11. So that would mean, say if it took 7 hours at a max, so 11 minus 7, 4. So yeah, I'm gonna start about 3 or 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock if I think I'm gonna breeze through. Yeah, so just keep an eye out for, or turn on the notifications, join my Discord channel. It also gives a notification on my Discord channel. Just keep an eye out for any notifications for when I go live stream, because I don't know. I might start at 3. No, because I at work. I don't get off of work until 1. I probably will need some time to go eat and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably start a live stream at either 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific time. So I'll catch you all later. Hopefully we can get that ribbon on all 6 of these Pokemon, especially my Charizards. It's just, that's what this whole video is gonna. It should be easy. Like, this is way easier than Battle Tower. Yeah. All right. I think that's all I got to say. Yeah. Until next time, remember to be a legend and have a great night.